Go ahead. So it's a lot going on. You actually had a chance to watch The View, right?
Yeah, to get a political update on stuff.
Okay. Today is a dreary day. It wasn't no sun.
It was
or
like the weather.
outside.
I don't know. It may not be the same way. God, you got to remember our audience is different places.
You mean our 4 people that watch us?
I don't care. They all located.
They all located
in different states.
The Bahamas, remember?
See, that's sunshiny there unless it's
Yeah.
raining.
Well, we don't know.
But it's rainy here. So
yeah, it's a lot going on. So
drab weather.
Right. At breaking news, just as we was going on. So 2 things was breaking. One was Gunna, and then the other one was what's her name? Megan the Stallion.
Case there,
having all of that going on.
Okay.
So it's a lot going on. So who would you want to start off with first?
Well, let's just do the views politics thing.
Okay.
Just to start that, they were raving about the whole Marriage Equality Act being passed. Is that I believe Biden did what he needed to do. I'm still understanding politics and laws being being written and put in place. But this one has been a scary one because people are against it mainly for the gay marriage thing. But because they group it all together,
right? They can't
separate it because if you discriminate against people being married for their sexuality or their gay being in part of the LGBTQ, that also includes by interracial marriages.
Right. Is this what they talked about?
No, people are not going to say no to that.
Is this what they're?
This is what they're talking about. So you want to play Whoopi kind of talking
official signing the Respect for Marriage Act into law. And here's what he said at yesterday's celebration. Take a look.
For most of our nation's history, we denied interracial couples and same-sex couples from these protections. We failed to treat them with equal dignity and respect. And now, the law requires that interracial marriage and same-sex marriage must be recognized as legal in every state in the nation.
Listen to her.
What?
Listen to her comment, because you know how Whoopi is.
Okay.
I'm not sure why we're fighting this again. I mean, the other guys say, the respect for marriage. Well, you want people to get married. People are getting married. Now you want to decide who they can marry. Back up. Back up. This is America. And if you don't protect people's right to get married, to be taken care of, I don't understand. What do you want? It's not about religion. Not everybody believes what you believe.
Yeah. All right.
She went down that road.
She said kind of what we were saying, like even with like abortion and stuff. Like if you don't want people to get an abortion, but then you don't want them to hand out contraceptives. And then you don't want it's like
or you don't even take care of the babies after they're born.
Oh yeah, something like that. It's like it's like
make sure you have that baby. Don't destroy that baby.
Right.
But then the baby is starving. The baby maybe really. So the marriage thing, they are all over the place as far as their pros and cons, definitely, because it all stems to religion. But the fact is, like Whoopi always says, I don't believe what you believe.
Right. Or everybody don't believe.
Don't be in my business. Don't be in my marriage.
Right.
If I fall in love with that person, okay. Sarah brought up, there's heterosexual marriages that are messy.
Okay.
Nobody talks about the number of times Trump has been married. Newt Gingrich has been married. They don't.
I haven't heard Newt's name.
I know it's been a while. They said that on the news.
What's going on with him?
I don't know. We need to look him up and see what he's doing.
Keep going.
Because his big old blockhead always be talking.
Keep going, because you always used to hear Newt Gingrich all the time.
I know. Always got something to say.
Keep going. I'm gonna look up
he
what's
hasn't
going
been
on.
saying nothing about Trump much.
Keep going. See what's going on.
Why have you been hearing him on CNN?
Who? Newt Gingrich. Remember him
with that big old square head?
We haven't heard from him.
It's been a while. Mama have to remember who it is.
All right, go ahead. Keep going.
But they were saying how we're always looking into these these people who have been divorced 20 times, living not right, but yet we're going right to the same sex marriages that are, some of them are doing well. Whoopi said you be with somebody for so long, financially, you want to be able to be taken care of. Want to be able to make the decision for their health or whatever. If they have to pull the plug on them or whatever, they're not married. And a lot of people are saying too, they're doing the right thing. They're getting married. They're not living in sin per se.
Right.
They're not a fornicators. So people are looking at it from that standpoint too. But Sarah was like, there are heterosexual. There are people who are not who are heterosexual who are bad moms.
Yeah,
bad parents.
Some people
so their sexuality has nothing to do with them being a good parent.
Right.
So they
think it rubs off, you know.
But I wanted to point out what Joy was saying. She talked about one of the politicians on the floor. Her name was Vicky Hartsliff. I may be saying her name wrong.
Is that the lady that cried?
Show her. Show the next video.
Oh, they show it?
Joy brought it up.
Oh, right here?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that lady cry. She's like, ooh. It's like, if you guys, this is the last, we're like the last frontier.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Look at this woman. What's her name? Representative Vicky Hartzler of Missouri. She's a congresswoman from Missouri. She was so upset that this thing went through. She was in tears. Watch her.
I hope and pray that my colleagues will find the courage to join me in opposing this misguided and this dangerous bill. You bet.
Yeah, that was.
It's really a very.
Her jacket. They say everything she has a fake pleather jacket on. That's a pleather jacket in there on the thing.
Yeah.
And her picture, she has a fake pleather jacket. It's a red one. She has other things.
But she probably don't believe in wearing leather and killing.
But it's always a pleather jacket.
I don't know.
What's wrong with other material?
I don't know. Like a sweater or something.
But yeah,
they talked about her crying.
Yeah.
And one of the things Alyssa was
saying. She's so passionate about it,
you know. What Alyssa was saying, she's saying, as a newlywed, she said herself, this bill doesn't affect that lady's marriage.
No.
Why are you crying?
Because she feels, okay, let me play the other side.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Devil's advocate. Well, no,
these are Christians.
May not say devil's advocate.
The other side is this world, this country is going to hell in a handbasket. And what's happening is,
like, what's his name on 700 Club?
Because let Mama watch that old man. This world is going to hell.
I don't think he's been talking anymore. I think his son.
Nobody talked since they said Trump was supposed to be president, and that didn't happen. Okay. God told him. Remember, every vision God told them Trump was going to be president. But then when he didn't become president, something happened.
Did I miss God? No, they
didn't say
that.
Okay. But yeah, the Holy Spirit is leaving this country.
Right.
And because of all of these laws and the things that you're doing,
that's out of order, and not just
you're not going to be covered under the blood of Jesus anymore.
Okay.
And so what's going to happen is that it's just going to be anarchy. The world is going to go crazy and weird. But the Bible already says the world is going to get worse.
Yeah.
So what are you saying?
Revelations talks about a lot of crap.
So you think because you don't pass this law, somehow everything else in the Bible is going to disappear and the world is going to get better? When that's actually against everything that God said.
Like if laws are in place to do all of this or to make sure these things happen, that it would be a better world.
Yeah.
Well, there will maybe
just make sure you take care of your house. Make sure you.
But you know what I was thinking too, just today. I was thinking it was not even so much Christians, because a lot of Christians and a lot of spiritual people. There are people in other countries.
Oh,
they're not about same-sex marriage.
No. No religion is.
See.
Yeah.
So that is true around the world.
Because if you think about it, the whole purpose, if you think about marriage, is to be able to produce children. Right? Be fruitful and multiply.
Yes.
So that's what you hear people. God didn't make Adam and Steve. He made Adam and Eve.
Right.
So if he wanted it to be whatever, he would have created that. He also didn't make a 200-pound Eve.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
So his intention was for us not to be this size.
You're right. When he created
Adam, I'm sure.
When he pulled a rib from Adam's body and made Eve wasn't a big woman.
No, I don't think Adam had a beer gut.
Okay. You got us thinking.
So
now.
we all not living under what God's perfect will is.
Yeah, His perfect will.
So
for
don't
lives.
stop doing that and work out your own salvation.
Yeah.
Make sure you get to heaven.
Yes.
And quit worrying about everybody else.
But that was
she crying about that, but she not on the floor crying about people killing each other.
Well, that's what I think Sarah was making a comment. She said they're boo-hooing about this marriage equality law, but yet you're not talking about these various people like Newt Gingrich and Trump and other people who have been divorced after divorce after divorce, who are having affairs on their wives.
Okay, see, this is the thing.
Babies out of wedlock.
I don't mind.
That's just as bad.
I don't mind when you are a person and you Christian and you say, okay, this is what I don't believe in, whatever.
Exactly.
I like you to be consistent.
Yeah.
You have a problem with that, like you said, but you don't have a problem with a man that's been married, 3 times.
15 times.
Or you don't have a problem with fornication.
Yeah.
Or you don't have a problem with adultery.
Yeah.
But somehow this is your biggest sin to cry on the Congress floor about.
Exactly. And say
if she really is going to be consistent, she should put a bill that says no divorce in America. Because if she really wants to say
or
God,
make it hard for the person to divorce.
If she really wants to say God, no divorce, period. Husband or one wife. That's it. No, you're not getting married again.
See? That's
the person you're supposed to marry. And you stood before God and said, to death do you part. Neither one of you are dead. So there's no divorce in this country. See, you almost like the other countries like Iran and them that are strict.
Oh, gosh.
No divorce. What do you mean divorce? No.
You can't leave me. I have to give you permission.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You're right.
So I'm saying be consistent if you're going to do it.
No.
But we was asking about Newt Gingrich. But President Biden has carefully and cautiously waged war in Ukraine with no American troops. He just had one of the best first-term off-year elections in history. Nancy Pelosi, Ron Klain, Jill Biden. No, that was Newt Gingrich. Who said that?
What?
Leader of the Republican Revolution of 1994, which swept him in as Speaker of the House. You wanted to know what's going on with him.
I wanted to know.
That's him.
Okay.
Quit underestimating President Biden, Gingrich wrote in a column this week. Conservatives' hostility to Biden administration tends to bind us to just how effective Biden has been in his terms.
Listen to him. He didn't change his tune.
He comes on Hannity all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
So he's saying y'all underestimating Biden. Biden is doing a good job.
Thank you. You need
with
to
Ukraine.
Say it in public though. We don't hear that.
He wrote it in his column. Well, they not letting him on air probably. They're like, you crazy. You done lost your mind.
Okay.
Emerald says, hi, ladies. Hey, Emerald.
Hey.
Emerald says, our government has always been, don't worry about what we do, but let us control what you do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we saw that with Hawkhead Herschel.
He's a hawkhead now. We got a new name for him.
Buckethead.
What's the name?
I don't agree with abortion unless you're a woman that got knocked up by me.
Right. That's where you can do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it. We
So
had
that
the lady
was the
crying with
main
her
thing.
leather jacket on.
I know. It really tears.
And why are you wearing a pleather jacket? If you really are a Christian, everything is for us.
The leather is not.
No, animals are for us.
Oh, for that to wear leather?
Everything.
She can't afford it.
Well, she can first a congresswoman.
How much money they make?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
But
my
I'm just
goodness.
saying, you're going to go the whole route, lady.
But that's what they were saying as far as a lot of it is stemmed off of religious views and values as well for that. But here's the thing, and I bet you a lot of ministers are preaching this in the pulpit. You know, that's the trick of the enemy to mix it with interracial marriages. They know we're okay with interracial
But why?
marriages.
Because
why are you going to blend that with same-sex marriage?
But why are you okay with interracial marriage? Because even if you want to go that route, you can still say, aren't there Christian sects that churches
don't believe to go outside
they don't
your
believe
race.
in that you're supposed to go outside your
But they
race.
feel like that's not you shouldn't make that a law.
And what about religion then? So do they believe that if you are a Christian, you marry somebody who's an unbeliever?
Unequally yoked.
That's unequally
We're
yoked.
gonna start being real
That's what I'm
specific,
like.
so be real careful with that. But I bet you a lot of ministers and a lot of people are saying that the same sex marriage
Right.
should be different than and
I'm okay
interracial marriages, but it's still discriminating to a person when you say who they can marry and not marry.
But I'm okay with you saying religious or spiritual or whatever. You don't agree with
not
this.
make it a law.
I just feel like you need to be consistent. That's all. They never consistent with all across the board.
You're not gonna get consistency.
Well,
so
then I don't want to hear anything.
But when it becomes a law, that's when we kind of like, ooh.
Right. I know.
Ooh. Okay.
So you don't want him to get married. That's kind of what Whoopi said. You don't want him to get married, but you don't want them to be together.
You want them to live in sin?
But they think they in sin even if they married.
They doing a good thing by getting married.
But that's not real marriage.
But you're not supposed to marry the same sex.
Exactly. See? But you don't mind a Christian woman marrying a blockhead who's not even a saved man.
Or a man who's married and has 2 other women.
Yeah, or deacon of the church sleeping with the women in the church.
Because that's normal.
All right, I'm so done with Christianity and Muslims and every religion.
Every religion.
Because they all are not. Here's the thing. Whatever religion you are, all I'm asking is be consistent. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Be consistent. If your religion says this and you follow it, then follow it.
You know that's hard to find somebody who is consistently with a religion.
But then in that case,
because that's the problem. It's religion.
Exactly.
Not relationship.
Not relationship. All right. Speaking of dumb dummies, and blockheads,
do I know this guy?
You probably don't know him. Relationship guru Derek Jackson.
I never heard.
Relationship guru. So he's the guy. He's the one that tells women how they supposed to be in the marriage and stuff.
Guru.
And men how they treat their wife. He's a guru. Millions of dollars.
He's an expert at it.
He's an expert.
I've done it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I've done it. Whatever.
Yeah. Millions of dollars.
Wow.
Made on books and tapes and videos.
So he's making a lot of money being a guru.
A guru. A relationship guru.
Okay.
So he's already cheated on his wife before. Okay.
Okay.
And she's a Christian. She's one of those we was talking about. One of those really saved Christians. That everything is a sin. Everything is a sin.
Oh my God.
Okay.
How's she taking this?
Well, the first time that they said that he cheated on her, she was mad that people was reporting it.
Yeah.
And she cursed everybody. She came online and she said, I'll paraphrase, y'all. Some of y'all who follow this story.
Oh my goodness.
Touch not my anointed, neither do my prophet any harm. For you touching me and my family, reporting on this, and it's not true or whatever. You're speaking ill will against us. May God strict your. She was talking about go down your throat and pull your tongue out. She was saying, "May
all that you could have just made a voodoo doll and stuck it with the needles.
May your womb be cursed.
Be in the basement doing this special brew.
As a man, may you release dumb sperm. Like she went in on anybody.
And put a curse on everyone.
A curse, and she said, "In the name of Jesus."
You know what the sad thing about
it?
She
cursed people in the name of Jesus. Who does that?
But you know what? If you said she did that. What's coming back to her now?
Well, this is the first time.
You're planting seeds.
But even if you believe in cursing people,
you're reaping it.
Even if you believe in cursing people,
okay.
Why you gotta say Jesus?
Yeah,
why you gotta say in the name of Jesus? He would never do that.
In the name of Jesus, will you be bald for the rest of your life?
The only thing I think he ever cursed wasn't it a fig tree or something?
It wasn't bearing fruit. It wasn't bearing fruit.
Ever seen him walk around and curse people?
Oh my goodness, no.
So she was out of the pocket right there.
I think she was an angry wife.
All right, so here we go.
Angry wife.
Kiki said, "I'm late, but I made it." Hey, Kiki.
Hey, Kiki.
And Jenny said, "Poor thing, so sad." So y'all seen the video? Go look it up.
Okay.
She cursed everybody.
Yes.
Well, that was the first time.
Okay.
Okay, so
now.
Well, here's the next dude, and here he goes again.
Okay, so he did one strike.
He did the "Forgive me, Father, I have sinned" thing.
Okay.
Remember?
And we give people a chance for that, to repent, and to be a better person.
They showed him at the altar. He had hands laid on him and everything.
Praise God.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I guess the hands wasn't laid on him from the right people.
Maybe this
because he decided to go out on him. He decided to go out again.
Oh,
this the lady right here.
He slipped. Ooh.
And he was caught with this mystery woman. Okay.
My.
1 month after Derek Jackson's wife put a curse on those criticizing her marriage, the relationship guru announced his divorce.
Oh. He's actually divorcing.
Jackson took to Instagram on Friday to announce his divorce from her.
Ooh.
His post came the same day that the blogger Tasha K photos showing Jackson in Miami with a mystery woman.
Wow.
Now, if you watch Tasha K be telling on everybody. Okay? And she got sued by Cardi B.
Yeah.
She was saying that, you remember me doing all that. So sometimes Tasha go too far. Okay? But
know your limitations.
Know your limits, Tasha.
Okay.
But sometimes I watch it. But she got a thing against Cardi. So that's what that was. That was blinded by hate. But she was right on target when she talked about Derek Jackson. Okay. And people took pictures of him with this mystery woman. And so after he got caught, he had to come back and say, okay, I'm divorcing.
Of course. He can't come back to that one.
Yeah.
And not with that wife who curses people.
Well, she's not cursing nobody now.
Oh, she's got what? Learn from that?
He said, over the past several months, my family and I have gone through many changes, Jackson captioned his post. Some of you have speculated while others of you have reached out to offer support as we privately establish this new normal for ourselves and our beautiful children. My whole thing is, earlier this year, after much prayer and counseling and deep consideration, we decided to go our separate ways and filed for divorce, he revealed.
Okay.
So here's my thing. You trying to be private. Let's say that what he's saying is true, even though I don't believe him. Okay. But let's say what he's saying is true, that this has been a couple of months now. Okay. Why would you not put that out there before you start showing up in another place with other women?
Right. That should have
Don't you think people going to be like, you're married?
Right. Yeah.
And we haven't heard anything about you filing for divorce.
No.
We're assuming
all of a sudden
you're married and you're out here with a woman.
All of a sudden you're filing for divorce.
So that's why I don't believe it.
Okay.
I believe
you don't believe they're filing for divorce.
I believe now she probably is because Tasha's like, where's the papers? When you file for divorce, that's public record.
Oh, okay.
And we haven't seen anything public about that.
Like people can find that information.
You can find that record.
Well, will that record be found until it's final?
No, you'll still see. So
really?
I don't believe he did.
Okay.
So
you think he got caught.
Now we don't hear any curses from her.
I think she learned from that first time.
I think she learned from the first time.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. She was angry, and the Bible says, be angry and sin not.
And it says, vengeance is mine.
I will repay.
Don't worry about these other people out there. You just deal with you and your husband and your kids.
Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
She sowed some bad seeds.
That was bad seeds you sowed out there, cursing people and talking about all this other stuff. And your own house wasn't put together.
In Jesus' name.
So I put this on here for one. There's a couple of reasons why I want to do this story. One, you guys, if you are a Christian and you are a born again Christian, stop going to relationship gurus and listening to what everybody got to say about how you're supposed to do your marriage. And you need to talk to God about what your marriage is. Because your marriage, they're specific. Okay. Remember we was at church one time and our pastor said, he was listening to this husband and wife, and she yelled at him. Come on, Willie. He was henpecked. Come on, Willie. Willie, sit down, Willie. And they was married for like 60, 70 years.
Yeah, a long time.
And Willie was happy.
He was quiet.
Willie was quiet and he was happy.
He didn't say nothing.
We don't know.
He wasn't a vocal person.
But we don't know. Willie might be like, I'm good with
Willie
that.
get mad.
And we don't know how Willie is when Willie get mad. But if you on the outside looking in, you would be like, I would never let my wife talk to me like that.
Are we going back to, remember we were watching the reality show with, what's her name, and that, those three couples in I can't think of the show, but one of the ladies was a relationship, expert. Yeah. And she was having issues with her spouse acting crazy. And then one of the DJ's, small size. Was saying like being a hairdresser, doing beautiful hairstyles, but your hair don't look good.
Your hair messed up.
So where do we draw the line with that? Because we're good with eating the meat and spitting the bones out. There's information you can't
people
get.
Not good at that.
No, I'm saying we're good as far as receiving from somebody who may not have a perfect relationship,
right.
but yet they're giving us advice, because it's one of those things where a good preacher, he ministers the word really good, and he does expound on the word, but yet he's living in the messiness of himself.
Right.
So where do we draw the line? With this person have to be the representation of that?
No, I think a person can have a word. Like, I can tell you, if I'm over pulpit and I can tell you what the Bible says, and I can tell you what God says, but ultimately, you said it earlier, it's about a relationship. It's not about religion. It's about you having your own personal relationship. Because you could be listening to what that person is saying, and that could be for 99.9% of the people in the church. But God could be like, for you personally, you don't even love yourself. So why don't you work on that first, and then you can get on to with the other stuff. Or your husband don't even love you. Or you don't even love your husband.
But I'm talking.
So why don't y'all work on that first before y'all start thinking about all the other stuff that these people telling y'all?
But I was on the line of thinking, okay, let's just say, for sake of argument, they divorced.
Okay.
And he did it in this messy way.
Messy.
The information that he still shares
can still be good.
A relationship guru.
It can still be good.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because they could be messy at what they're delivering. The message.
Right.
But the messenger could be messy.
Right.
But the message is still clean.
Right.
So you pick it out and go, ooh.
But even if the message is clean, what I'm still saying is
it
still may not be for you.
Yeah, that's
because
true. I
your husband is he's not every husband is the same.
Each relationship is different.
Each relationship is different.
Personalities are different.
Needs are different.
Yeah.
So quit telling, like, somebody may say, I don't serve my husband. I don't serve him. Submit. Like, oh, you make your husband's plate. What's wrong with somebody who they say that works for me?
Yeah.
Because he does so many other things in the house. Now, if he's a lazy, no good bum who talks to you like crap.
Yes.
And you're at a party and every other woman is serving her husband. I'm not getting him no. And they go, you're supposed to serve her. I'm not serving that man.
But you know what?
You don't know what's going on at their house.
I like when you're saying that, because that, to me, I like when people are when they're sharing information regardless of the topic.
Right.
I like when they make it general.
Let's make it general.
Not like you have to do this, but this is a good idea if it works for you. This is a good idea. This is a good idea if you were. I like when people share that kind of knowledge of a relationship, like you just said.
Exactly.
Submission.
And you know your partner.
And submission can be in different ways.
Exactly.
What's working for you? You two are best friends and you submit this way. That's great.
Yes.
As long as you both are in agreement and you both are
I
happy.
found out it didn't work. Being a friend to my husband didn't work.
That didn't work.
Because what happened is for me, if I'm friends with you, then I'm going to take advantage of that. That's me.
Really?
My personality. I'm going to take advantage of that. If you're the type of person that I can sit down and just talk to you anything about, and you're my friend,
So why you say you would take advantage of that?
I'm that type of person. I'm a bossy person. I have a very different personality. So it's a certain type of guy that fits that personality.
Okay.
Every woman's not like that.
But even I want to go back to that, though, because I don't know if you are pretty much sure of that, because I think you do want the friendship.
No, but not best friends.
Oh.
See, and then some people, that's good for them to be best friends.
Oh, okay.
So it just depends. Okay. Every relationship is different.
Well, he's going to have a hard time getting back on that guru relationship track because of all the messiness.
In this picture, why is his shirt undone? And he holding a drink.
Being sexy.
He free.
He got his drink.
He went from sanctified Saint Mama, and now he in some island with this woman with a drink and a shirt undone.
And who's to say she wasn't controlling that relationship?
She cursing people. I know she was.
She's cursing people for being this and saying that.
Gina says, poor thing, so sad. Wendy says, hello, beautiful stars. Hey, Wendy. Emerald says, they are both messy and this relationship is doomed. Jenny says, exactly. Emerald says, but how can you be a marriage guru and haven't been married long? You haven't even experienced all the different seasons. True.
Yeah. That's why I was saying
you can give your opinion, but you're not a guru.
That's why I have a mix between that. I'm in the gray of that, because if it's really messy like this, a lot of times things is cut and dry. But I don't really think you have to be
married for a long time.
Title, because we know some women who are seniors now, but they didn't have children.
Yeah.
They never had kids, but they are mothers.
But I know some people
they've
been
adopted.
married.
They've brought women in and embraced them as young girls growing up, but they never had a child by birth.
Right.
So to say how you gonna tell parents what to do and say if you've never been a parent.
And then I know some people who've been married for years and years, and I wouldn't want their marriage.
Yeah.
So it don't matter how long.
So I don't know, but
so you can. I hear what you're saying.
These two right here, though, he will have problems getting back
because
on the road
think about Megan Good and what's his name, that pastor.
Yeah.
They are relationship gurus, and they got divorced.
Yeah, they got
so
divorced.
It just depends.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So move on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you hear about this?
Mark
Hotel
Curry, what's going
employees,
on?
comedian Mark Curry, accused of racial profiling, are suspended until further notice. He was at a hotel and he was racially profiled.
He was racially profiled.
He was. They probably didn't know who he was, a celebrity.
Well, he's gotten older.
2 hotel employees. He still looked the same. Now, you act like he looked like a totally different person.
Well, who was racially profiling him? They don't know him then.
But it's not like he Eddie Murphy.
Oh, no. You know what? Sinbad. Okay.
Well, I don't know about Sinbad. Some people may not know who he is.
You don't think people know who Sinbad is?
Some people may not know him.
Okay. All right.
2 hotel employees accused by comedian Mark Curry of racial profiling have been suspended pending further investigation. A hotel spokesperson said Tuesday. Both employees in a 26-minute video shared by Curry on his Instagram account were suspended, said a spokesperson from Wenheim Hotels and Resorts.
Okay.
Curry, who starred in ABC's Hanging with Mr. Cooper from 1992 to 1997, said he was drinking coffee in the hotel lobby.
Okay.
That's his first mistake.
You can't drink coffee as a black man in a hotel lobby?
He should know that.
Did he have a hood on? That's the thing. Was he wearing a hoodie?
No.
Sagging pants?
No.
I don't know.
No. It doesn't matter.
Okay, go ahead.
Friday, when an employee asked him whether he was a guest.
Okay.
He also informed him that the lobby was private.
Okay.
Curry said, according to the video he shared with his 223,000 Instagram followers.
Okay.
Curry accused the employee of asking him the question because he's black. If you're black and you're in Colorado Springs, you can't be in the lobby. I just said that.
Wow, this is crazy, isn't it? Okay, keep going.
I could have told him that.
I know. Dude, you can't be out here.
Is there any black people that work there that could have tapped him on his shoulder?
Colorado Springs.
An employee denied the allegations, saying in the video that his question had nothing to do with race.
Okay.
NBC News does not know what happened before Curry started recording. Curry asked him later in the video why he was not questioning white guests in the lobby.
Goodness.
The employee said they paid for their drinks.
Oh. So
I guess he was drinking free coffee.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on for a minute.
Let's get here.
Then you're a patron of the hotel, which I asked you several times, he told Curry. Video showed the employee standing in front of Curry with his hands folded in front of him. A second staffer was next to him. So how long are you going to stay here, buddy? Curry asked. Just when you answer my question, sir, the employee said. A short time later, Curry replied, and I told you, of course, I'm at the hotel. Yes. When Curry went to the reception desk a short while later to complain, the receptionist asked him for his information. Do you have a room number of any sort? Can I have a last name? They just want to know if you're a guest. That's all, the receptionist said.
Okay.
Hotel officials said in a statement Monday that they deeply regret this incident and will revisit the training with their staff.
Oh my goodness. He is at this hotel, apparently has a room at this hotel, enjoying some coffee in the lobby of this hotel, and they're questioning him.
A representative said Curry had not heard from the hotel as of Monday evening. Curry's video generated outrage online and support from his Hanging with the Cooper colleagues.
Mr. Cooper.
There was no reason for Mark to be singled out except for the fact that he's a black man, Holly Robinson Pete wrote in a tweet.
Sure she did.
In which she reposted Curry's video. Since when do you have to identify yourself sitting in a lobby drinking coffee.
Thank you.
Raven Simone, who also starred in the sitcom, shared her thoughts under Curry's Instagram. Shameful, absolutely disgusting. Love you, Mark. No one deserves this, she wrote.
Thank you. I'm sure.
Side note.
What?
Wouldn't that be a good reboot? They're still around. Holly Robinson P. Raven Simone.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Now he's in the news from this.
That's true.
People might be checking for Mark Curry to do a Hanging with Mr. Cooper revisited.
Okay. Thank you.
A reboot. Not a whole series. Just the one. You know how they have those special. Know how they have
like
a
how
special.
Martin did his?
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
Okay, a reunion kind of special.
What's going on with Hanging with Mr. Cooper,
Got
people?
it. Okay.
But unless you, and now here's my thing. I agree with him. If they would have asked everybody, then I would have been like, that's their normal.
Exactly.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have a room?
We want to make sure everyone out here, and then you're asking the man next door, him sitting
the
here.
white guy over there,
So
and
we
that
want to make
lady
sure that you're a guest here.
Yeah.
You're not just sitting here. Would you have a room number? Okay. And you, Mr. Cooper, is that your name? What room are you?
You
a
said
guest?
Mr. Cooper.
Curry, I'm sorry. But that's your stage name.
Excuse me, Hanging with Mr. Cooper. You have a room here.
Okay.
That's the problem. They didn't know who he was. See, if they knew who he was, they wouldn't ask that.
Thank you.
Because he's a celebrity.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was wrong.
That was.
So they got suspended.
Thank you. I bet they sitting at home thinking about this.
And my thing is, here's the thing. Let me say this to all Karens and like this guy who was following him around and stuff. I understand that you racially profile. We all do.
Okay.
We all do.
Yeah, we do.
Even though we try to say we don't, we do.
We try. I think we do it privately. We don't do it
publicly.
in their face.
In their face.
Kind of thing.
But let's just say for the sake of argument that we do it in front of somebody's face.
Oh my. Okay.
And the person is taken off. Don't keep standing ground. You're wrong.
Wouldn't you not apologize?
Why would you not apologize? If I walk up to a white guy who has a lot of tattoos and say, "Excuse me, is there anything we can do to help you?" Or like if I just think he's odd, it could be in church, whatever. Are you in the right place? Or and he go, "Yes, I'm in the right place."
Back at it, you know.
I have a friend who goes here. Then you should say, "You know what? I'm so sorry. That was so ignorant."
Or you don't even have to say that was ignorant.
I think you should. You should say that was
say the word ignorant.
For me.
That was I'm just saying
ignorant.
That was not right for me to say that.
That was not right for me to say that.
You or whatever.
And I was wrong to do that. I don't think people would take the same way. It's when they hold to it.
Like those guys did. Standing in front, waiting. What's your room number? We need a room number.
Or remember when I said do things, remember when I told you if you didn't want to serve somebody back in the day, they wouldn't outwardly, they would just make you feel uncomfortable. So if you're a white lady and you're going into a building and there's a black man there and you never seen him before and he doesn't have a key, and this is anybody, because I saw Seinfeld and he didn't let the guy in and the guy got mad.
Oh, really?
Seinfeld, I don't know him.
Okay.
And it was a white guy.
It didn't matter what color.
It didn't matter. I don't know you. You're not in the building.
Right.
And the reason why I say this is because you're that person.
What do you mean?
I don't recognize, I don't let, because I'll be like, Lenore, just let the person in. I don't know that person. And she don't care whether they black, white, whatever. They don't live in this building. Right. And I'm like, but Lenore, they could know somebody, then that person should let them in.
Okay.
That's how she is.
Okay.
But I'm like, just leave the door, let them in.
Well, if I've offended them, if I'm in a service-oriented position,
that's different.
Most definitely, I don't.
But if you're a white lady or whatever, it don't even have to be a white lady.
There's people that like be on the elevator, and once a person of a color or another ethnicity gets on the elevator, they tend to move to the side.
But even if you
clutch their purse.
But even if you do, you should still. I feel like if the person says something or does something, you should make amends for it. That's my opinion.
For me, if it's in a customer service type of position, like
what if it's just you?
No, I mean, some people may feel like if I'm not serving you, I don't need to apologize to you, or you apologize to me.
Was it you or me that
I may feel a certain kind of way if somebody from another race or another group of, I may feel uncomfortable. I'm sorry.
Was it you or me that was at the gas station and clicked the door?
we were sitting in the car. I think it was me. I was sitting in the back of the car. But you know what? We were locking the doors for safety anyway. But a black man was walking by, getting in his car.
And she clicked
and
the door.
we clicked the doors at that moment. He got loud. We weren't trying to get in your car anyway. I looked at him like I wanted to cuss him out. But I'm thinking, I don't care what color you are. I'm clicking my door. He took offense to it because he was black. I mean, so I don't know. You never know.
But see, how many black men have to hear click the door all the time?
I'm sorry.
What was it? What was the comedian? What was the comedian? Y'all know who I'm talking about. The older guy. No, it was it was the older Jewish comedian. He said that's why black people have rhythm.
Oh yeah.
Y'all know he could never be around now.
Clicking the doors.
None of these comedians could never be around now.
What was it?
He said because they so used to hear and click the door.
Click the doors.
And they dance off of it. That was that older Jewish comedian.
I remember him. I can't think of his name.
Emerald says, Emerald says you should not have a job in customer service if you don't know how to treat and talk to all potential customers. I agree. Mm-hmm. So that's why they said sensitivity training. Mm-hmm. Every Starbucks employee keeps getting it every month.
Over and over. Starbucks just keeps hiring people who's just crazy. I don't know. Well,
remember Monkey on the cup.
Well, you know. Well, yeah, that's a big apology. They just said on the news the other day that there are police officers who are part of these hate groups.
Yeah.
And they're police officers.
Yeah.
That to me is even a problem because how you gonna treat anyone that's of a race that you have a problem with?
They part of those Proud Boy
groups, and they're finding out now that they're part of these groups. And they're saying, how can you have diversity training?
How is that any different than KKK members were judges? And
I
stuff?
know
they were sheriffs and judges
wearing their hoods.
That's why they wore the hoods, because they didn't want you to know that was the guy at the general corner store.
The prominent positions that they have in the community, they don't want nobody to know.
The mayor.
Right now, they don't have the hood.
Right.
But we're still trying to find out who
the mayor had the thing. Or Kanye's bringing the mask back. Just wear his mask.
I know. Wear his. Okay.
But his mask is black. He should do that same mask in white. Because it's not the sheet that everybody's used to.
Exactly. It's this kind now.
He's part of the Nazi thing. He should do that same mask in white. And they could wear that instead of wearing the cone head thing.
Yeah,
we wouldn't even know who they were.
And a little weird thing that they had on the side.
Come on, Kanye, you messing up.
Okay,
all right. Tina Turner.
Yeah, what's going on with her?
Well, I did this for you more. Tina Turner's son Ronnie's cause of death revealed to be complications of stage 4 colon cancer.
What happened?
Now Lenore had stage 4 colon cancer.
I had stage 4. Mm-hmm.
So anytime I see a colon cancer story, I bring it to light.
You said Kirsty out. What's her name?
Colon cancer.
Colon cancer.
More details have emerged since the tragic passing of Tina Turner's son, Ronnie Turner. You know Tina Turner's son died of colon cancer?
Yeah, 4th stage, Ma.
According to TMZ, Ronnie Turner passed away due to complications of, colon cancer. The outlet reports the 62-year-old, 62, say I'm almost your age, struggled with stage 4 cancer as reported by the LA County Coroner's Office. In addition, the coroner's report states that Turner struggled with colon cancer for 3 weeks before his passing. The report also reveals that Turner battled cardiovascular disease, a buildup of fat, cholesterol, and other substance in the artery walls. Yes. Now I'm bringing this to light because this is what we all going to do, especially starting January. We all got to lose weight.
Why you got to start in January?
Everybody always starts in January, don't they? Because why would I start now?
My New Year's resolution will be.
And why would I say now when I know we're going to eat Christmas?
Well, we're not going to eat that much.
That's true. But are you going to start anything drastic now? No. According to Mayo Clinic, this build-up...
I might.
And this is what God has been showing me. Mm-hmm. So that's why I know this story is we're supposed to talk about this.
Oh, wow.
According to Mayo Clinic, this buildup leads to the presence of plaque, which can cause arteries to narrow, blocking blood flow. Ooh. The plaque can burst, which can also lead to blood clots.
Blood clots.
We've been talking about that.
And
cause complications in the heart.
Blood clots.
Since his passing, Ronnie's mother, Tina Turner, paid tribute to her son after news of his passing surfaced. The 83-year-old took to Instagram and shared her thoughts.
She's 83.
Yeah, Tina Turner. Ronnie, you left the world far too early. In sorrow, I close my eyes and think of you, my beloved son. Nobody wants to outlive their kids.
No parent wants to see any of their kids go before them.
Ronnie's wife also shared her shock with the Instagram follows. My God, Ronnie Turner, a true angel, huge soul. Hi, my husband, my best friend, my baby. I was your mummy, your nurse, your little monster. I did the best to end this time. I was no able to save you, love you for the 17 years. This is very, very, very bad. I am very mad. This is a tragedy. You with your brother Craig and your father Ike Turner.
Why are you doing that?
Ike Turner.
His father.
I know, but
his father is Ike.
Yeah, but is he well, we don't know where Ike Turner went.
But that's
she's saying where he went. He's in glory or whatever.
Oh, let her believe it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Ma?
His brother died too?
Yeah. His father is Ike Turner. And we don't know.
Tina Turner, Ike's son, one of his sons.
And we don't know where Ike went.
Nobody. That's not important.
As the Shade Room previously reported, Ronnie has been preceded in death by his older brother, Craig.
Oh, both sons.
The eldest Turner sibling committed suicide at the age of 59 in 2018, according to People. Ronnie's father and Tina's ex-husband, Ike Turner, passed in 2007.
Oh my
so
God.
Craig committed suicide. So she lost 2 kids.
Oh.
Remember, those were the 2. Yeah. Are those biologically hers? I can't remember, y'all.
I know she
had the movie. I know she had.
He moved her out of the hospital real quick,
and then she was taking care of his kids. Remember,
from another
from other women
cheating.
Y'all remember the movie?
Yeah.
I don't want you no more. Oh no, that was that's Miss Jackson.
Oh,
I don't want you. I don't
You're
want you.
mixing the movies.
It's all Angela Bassett though.
Okay.
No, hers was I'm trying to help Ike.
You trying to help Ike?
Yeah.
You trying to help Ike?
And then she said, I want my name. I want my name. I worked too hard for that. So those are all the Angela Bassett. But that was Tina Turner. But she had his kids, remember in that movie?
Yes.
She brought them on, and as she was moving, going to whatever, she took his kids with her.
She sure did.
Yep. His kids. That wasn't even biologically
from another
hers.
woman. But that's sad. I know the 4th stage, I remember my GI was talking to me about the different levels of it.
Yeah.
And that mine in the 4th stage.
Yeah.
Could have killed me, and that's probably why my first oncologist,
because it spread to your liver.
She was giving me because it spreads to another organ. That's what it is. Mine went to the liver, but she was giving me like doom dun 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 dun, holding my hand.
I always wonder what it's like when somebody tell you know what it's like when somebody give you like a death sentence.
Yeah,
but you said it was
you got the big C.
But you said you was numb.
I had already knew I had it from the CT scan.
You didn't know for sure?
No, I did. The guy, he was real sure. He said, ma'am, I hate to tell you, I've been doing this for over 20 years.
He was guessing though.
No. He said, you have a cancerous on your tooth.
But he wasn't a doctor. So
he wasn't a doctor, but he was telling me the results of the CT scan. And he said, this is cancer all over this.
I thought they're not supposed to do that.
He did.
Yeah, see,
and that prepared me.
So maybe God allowed him to do that.
That prepared me because I got the blow right away.
Because they never tell you when I get my scan or whatever, like my leg was hurting, I got a scan. I was like, so does it show anything? Oh, you can talk to the doctor. I'm like, you know if it shows something.
You got to talk to the doctor. They're not paid at that level.
And then when the doctor came in, she's like, no, I don't see anything. But that lady couldn't say that.
I know. I don't think nurses can.
They know.
They'll be in trouble.
I know. But he knew.
He's the one has the malpractice and the insurance that covered him for being, stupid.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, she was doomsday doctor for me. I had to get a new oncologist.
But 3 weeks. It took him out quick.
That's sad.
And he also had the plaque. Remember, I was talking about that. That's the cholesterol and all of that.
Yes.
So we have to change. I think we're going to do seagrass or sea moss and like lemons and all of that stuff, guys, to help clean out our arteries and stuff. We'll start that. I know I'm not going to do it now, so I'm not going to even pretend.
Well, don't say that, but.
Okay. NBA naming MVP after Michael Jordan.
I know. Michael Jordan. NBA naming MVP.
MVP.
Okay.
The NBA's renaming its annual regular season MVP award.
Okay.
After Michael Jordan.
They got the trophy already made. They said he was part of that design. Oh, you're reading it? They was talking about it last night in the news and how parts of it, there's 5 angles with the 5 rings.
So he was part of the design.
He was part of that design. Yep. And certain things on it resembles his whole career.
Okay.
Moving up, to the level that he came into.
Okay. It says the league unveiled the newly designed Michael Jordan trophy on Tuesday, along with the 5 other reimagined trophies named after league pioneers that will now be presented to the NBA's end of season performance award winners. Jordan was a 5-time MVP winner during his 15-season career. Only Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for whom the league's Social Justice Champion Award is named, won more MVP trophies, 6. If he would have stayed like he was supposed to, his dad died though. Michael Jordan. He would have won. Baseball. He would have won 6. He would have beat Kareem.
Yeah,
the Denver Nuggets center Nikolai, what his name? Jokic, so whatever, will retroactively receive the first version of the new trophy after being named MVPs last season.
Yes.
In addition to the Jordan Trophy, the other renamed awards are the Hakeem Olajuwon, I always say his name wrong, Trophy for Defensive Player of the Year.
Wow.
I agree.
Okay. Yes.
The Wilt Chamberlain Trophy for Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. You gonna clap to each one?
No. The John, because I don't know who John Havlicek is.
I know him.
Oh, you know him? Trophy for Sixth Man of the Year. And you know George Mikan?
It sounds familiar.
Trophy for Most Improved Player.
Most Improved Player. When they start giving that award?
I don't know. They give it to everybody. Remember, everybody gets an award.
Biggest foot player, biggest shoe.
You didn't sweat as much as everybody. You get an award.
See how it is,
and you get an award like Oprah. You get a car. You get a car.
Here's the ball he's holding. I think it's crystal.
Ooh,
it's a really nice trophy. It
All
really
right,
is. 5 sides to it.
All right, so that I just wanted to mention
that's good. All right, Michael, MJ. All right.
I don't know what this is, but no thanks. And here we go.
We should have started with this.
Why?
Because this is the big news today. One of the things that, other than the one you started with, what's her name?
Steven Twitch Boss, DJ for Ellen DeGeneres Show, dead at 40.
When Kim told me this morning, we were driving in the car, and she said, "Oh, breaking news! He passed away," but she said suicide. I didn't want to believe that.
Wasn't that something?
I didn't want to believe that. This guy, when I look at him, when I see him, when he's on show, when he's doing the judging, he didn't appear to me that he was going through something.
And he's always happy.
And that dark.
Yeah.
To take his life.
See how depressing?
That angers me because I told my sister, I said, I know. Sometimes if you're around people, let's say you guys may know somebody who has committed suicide. And a lot of times you think and you'll go, did I miss a sign? Did I miss something? Was he acting, behaving differently? Do I discern, even spiritually, do I discern something like I need to pull him aside and let's pray?
Emerald says, oh no, I can't believe it.
This dude,
CNN
took his life.
Steven Twitch Boss, the admirable DJ for the Ellen DeGeneres Show and dancer who rose to fame on So You Think You Can Dance, has died. His wife, fellow dancer Allison Holker Boss, confirmed in a statement to CNN.
Ooh, that hurt her.
He was 40.
40 years
old. It was with the heaviest of hearts that I have to share my husband, Steven, has left us, she said.
Yes.
Steven lift up, what does that say? Lit up every room he stepped into. Mm-hmm. He valued family, friends, and community above all else. Leading with love and light was everything to him.
Yes.
He was the backbone of our family, the best husband and father, and an inspiration to his fans.
Yes.
To say he left a legacy would be an underestimate, and his understatement. Mm-hmm. And his positive impact will continue to be felt. She added, "I am certain There won't be a day that goes by that we won't honor his memory. We ask for privacy during this difficult time for myself, especially for our three children.
Their dad has taken his life.
Boss was pronounced dead around 11:25 a.m. Tuesday morning in Los Angeles suburb of Encino, according to LA County coroner. An autopsy is scheduled for Wednesday.
So they'll figure out how he died.
The further information about the possible cause of death was provided. Oh, no further.
No further, yeah.
Boss concluded her statement by saying, "Stephen, we love you, we miss you, and we'll always save the last dance for you." The couple celebrated their 9th wedding anniversary just days ago.
Aww.
He was mourned over social media Wednesday by many who shared videos of him dancing and their memories. He did a lot of TikToks too.
Yeah.
If you saw TikToks.
Yeah.
So what is Ellen going to say?
Whew. That's how I found out who he was. I started getting to know him, and I would watch the Ellen DeGeneres show, and I was like, "Who is this DJ?" I was like, "I like him." He would come in dancing and doing his thing because Ellen loves to dance.
Yeah.
So he will definitely be missed.
The pair are the parents of 3 children. Boss' final Instagram post on Monday showed him and his wife dancing in front of a Christmas tree.
Oh, and I'm sure she's probably feeling like the pain.
Oh, here we go. Did that
Monday.
and then Tuesday commit suicide.
Was it Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday. He was found Tuesday.
I don't know what was going on. That's why it was such a surprise to me. And some fans are even thinking it wasn't. They think it was something happened to him, and he didn't do this himself. So they really got to investigate.
Jay Boogie says, "Hi, beautiful ladies. I know. I hope they investigate this. I'm in shock. He was an awesome dancer, cheerful too. So we'll see.
Because what do you call it when it's murder or something? There's a word that they call it.
Emerald says, "I don't think it is suicide. It has to be an unknown health situation.
It's something. Thank you. It didn't make sense that he would take his own life. So we got to hear this autopsy. I know his wife is private and whatever.
We'll follow up on it, y'all.
And I understand the privacy of the family. You do want to give them their time, but the kids would need to know, because you don't want your children and family to know if he died of some illness.
And you don't get
or food or
I don't
something.
think you get life insurance, do it, when you do that.
Commit suicide.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So let's find it. We'll keep track on that one, guys. But that was a sad one.
That was a sad story. Okay.
And Monday, you dancing like that. All right, breaking news.
Another one. Okay. What's going on with Gunna?
We got 2 breaking newses.
Okay.
This one is with, and the other one was with the Megan. Gunna, Atlanta rapper Gunna, to be released after pleading guilty to RICO charge.
Pleading guilty?
Yes, he got a deal.
Uh-oh, did he say something?
Well, hold on. Everybody relax and calm down.
Okay. What happened?
Atlanta rapper Gunna has pleaded guilty to racketeering conspiracy charge and sweeping gang indictment against him. Rapper Young Thug and several other alleged members of the Young Slime Life criminal street gang. We're working to learn when the rapper will be released from prison. Channel 2 investigate reporter Mark Wine, or Winnie, or whatever, was the only television journalist in the courtroom Wednesday, as Gunna, whose real name is Sergio Kitchens, faced the judge. The rapper entered a negotiated plea known as an Alford plea, in which he pled guilty on one charge because it was in his best interest while maintaining his innocence on the same charge.
Okay.
The charge was 1 count of conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corruption Act. I never knew you could plead guilty, but yet maintain your innocence.
That's what I'm saying.
Isn't that something?
Maybe he was guilty for a part of it.
Gunna was sentenced to 5 years with 1 served in prison. He'd been in prison for a whole year. The 1-year sentence was commuted to time served.
Okay.
And 4-year remaining balance on his sentence has been suspended and will be subject to special conditions, including 500 hours of community service.
Okay.
After the sentence came down, the rapper released a statement saying, "While I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process in any way." He want everybody to know he didn't snitch.
I know, apparently.
But just because you say that, it don't mean you did.
That don't mean you did. Or there's a portion.
And I don't believe he did, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
What do the dudes on the street believe?
Thank you. They let you go, man.
They let you go.
And the 4 years that you had remaining,
and
was
Young
suspended?
Thug and them still in there.
You said something.
He may have probably didn't.
Or then again,
but he never did anything.
I know. Maybe
that's the issue.
Yeah, that's true.
He was a rapper that was caught up in it.
Maybe his lawyer really got him off.
I don't know,
because he didn't do anything.
So Young Thug is out.
Okay.
Or he will be out.
Will be out. You say Gunna is out though.
I mean Gunna, not Young Thug. No, Young Thug is
still in there. Ooh.
Young Thug ain't going
news,
nowhere.
Kim said.
No. Young Thug is staying in there for the rest of his life.
Okay.
But Gunna is out.
Wow. Okay.
Gunna is out.
And had to do this statement. He
want to make sure everybody.
Nothing.
But it doesn't matter what he says. What do the guys on the street believe? Yeah. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay. Oh, I put this on here.
Yes.
Okay.
We laugh.
You haters.
Hard
you haters. You haters.
Yes.
First of all, I want to make this perfectly clear. I don't want to hear any back talk from you 3 people that's in the room.
Right.
Sugar goes on grits.
It can. Thank you. We even argue this in the house with my mom. My mom doesn't do sugar. She does salt. I said,
and when I put sugar on my grits,
we get dogged out, don't we?
People look at us and they talk about us.
Because I do that even now as I eat my grits during the breakfast time. Unless it's grits and shrimp and grits or something.
But I've gone through Facebook and other things, and I'm noticing that people are posting this.
Yes.
Not only are you able to put sugar on your grits, it's written on the actual
back of the box. Circled. Somebody circled it. Honey or sugar. On the grits box. Quaker oats, to be exact.
So sugar does go on grits.
Yes. And we should not be slammed for doing that.
Now, after looking at this picture, I think this is what I want for dinner.
For real? I wish we had shrimp. Don't we have shrimp in there?
No, I'm gonna do breakfast.
Some shrimp and grits.
No, I'm gonna do what's on there.
Okay.
But that's bacon. I'm doing bacon, eggs, grits.
We got a whole thing of shrimp in the freezer, and I now when we do shrimp and grits or those kind of meals, I don't put sugar on there.
No, you don't have to.
Right, because it has a different sauce or whatever on there.
Emerald says I fed my 2 boys brown sugar and grits all the time when they were babies.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
So for anybody out there that wants to talk about those of us who eat grits or sugar on our grits, that's the way you eat them.
There's something that we're reading, mixed things.
Any meal, mixed things,
from savory, butter,
green onions, I don't know, olives,
bacon,
cream, maybe honey or sugar.
Or sugar. Thank you. Okay. I was like, hallelujah.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, and ending with we'll end with this.
Okay,
Meg the Stallion and the Tory Lanez case. Now, if you guys are on YouTube or all these other places like y'all, I'm not going to go into the story because y'all seen everybody talk about this case.
Okay,
but the breaking news is Kelsey, her friend, Megan's friend, is granted immunity in the Tory Lanez shooting trial. Testifies Meg the Stallion was drunk.
Okay.
A breaking update was made on the 3rd day of testimonies. Kelsey Nicole Harris, Meg Thee Stallion's ex-friend, has been granted immunity after asking for immunity during the opening of her testimony, according to LA Times reporter. District attorney claimed they had no plans on prosecuting her. Kelsey Harris' testimony at Tory Lanez trial began with her showing up with an attorney and asking for immunity. It was granted, even after the DA swore they had no intent to prosecute her. He added that Kelsey spent a little less than 40 minutes on the stand, saying a lot of her memory of the party was blurry because of alcohol consumption. She accused Megan of lying about her and called accusations she shot Megan ridiculous.
Okay.
By definition, since Harris is given immunity, she is granted an exemption that displaces the privilege against self-incrimination. Neither compelled testimony nor any fruits, or it can be used against the witness, who therefore can no longer fear self-incrimination. Kelsey pleads the fifth when asked if Tory Lanez threatened to shoot her.
She's pleading the fifth. Okay.
Why are you pleading the fifth? According to coverage from Quealy, Kelsey Nicole also testifies that Megan Thee Stallion was acting out and drunk at the party before the shooting incident during her afternoon testimony. The reported says she also pleaded the fifth when asked if Tory threatened her. She generally painted Megan as drunk and acting out at the party before the fight in the SUV that predated the shooting. Key moment came when DDA Kathy Ta asked if Lanez had threatened to shoot Kelsey. Kelsey took the fifth.
So what is this back and forth with this? I mean, will they get any information out of these guys? Because everybody's pleading
and Megan was on there yesterday. I don't remember.
See, and they all were so drunk. Somebody pulled the gun. Somebody used the gun, and her foot got shot at.
According to the reporter, Emerald says that means yes. I agree.
Yeah.
Usually and people can say that that's not what the fifth means, but usually when I hear the fifth, that means you don't want to answer the question, which means it's going to be
incriminate
yes.
you
Or him.
That's true.
According to the reporter, Nancy Dillon, Kelsey Nicole also addressed accusations that she shot Megan Thee Stallion while testifying, calling the theory ridiculous.
Everybody's saying ridiculous. So I don't even know what to say
it's
with
ridiculous.
this case anymore.
It's ridiculous.
Where's this case going to go? Like, would they even get the truth out of anybody?
I think what's going to happen is, I think that Tory's going to be let off because you got to say reasonable doubt. This case got all kind of reasonable doubt.
It's wasting the taxpayers' money and everything.
You got this one. She pleading the fifth, and she got immunity. And then she the only other one other than the security guard.
Everybody's being quiet, not saying anything.
He's going to say he didn't.
It makes you tired just thinking about this whole case and will anything come out?
And I told y'all the security guard, I believe the security guard is going to plead the fifth.
You think
he's going to do what she did?
So we'll see.
All right. And is he going to ask for immunity? Because remember we talked about yesterday, just because you plead the fifth, they can go after you. She knew she was going to plead the fifth, and she asked for immunity before she did it.
Exactly.
So you can't come after me, and I'm not going to say nothing.
I always think legally, what's going on in the law? Is that pretty much state by state can be different as well?
Maybe.
You know, if these are not federal charges, are they? So
all right, y'all. So we're going to follow up. We're going to see what's going on with
Stephen.
With pretty much, you know what? Every story we can always do follow-ups on.
Yeah.
Because we always start off the stories, but then nobody ever knows like what happened.
It's because as the world is looking and watching and updates, we are too. And we always have updates on stories. They just don't die. These people's lives go on until they leave this earth.
And then some of them, you got to go and look up stuff because they don't talk about it no more.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they probably not going to talk about, well, they'll probably talk about DJ.
Yeah, they got to find out what happened.
You got to find out what happened
because that would be such good news And aside from the fact of his passing, that's sad right there. But to hear that it's not suicidal.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
And then Tiffany, and then Shaquila, all these stories that we start off with, we got to keep like going on. What's going on with them?
Okay.
So we don't let them go to the thing.
And of course, Kanye is gonna live on until.
Emerald says this trial is the donkey of the day.
Thank you. I was getting ready to say that. You was reading my mind. I was getting ready to say that because you haven't been doing any donkeys of the days, and then you're saying what's the name of them on vacation?
So the trial is the donkey.
I thought this was the donkey of the day for sure.
Well, he has stuff going on. Y'all have been hearing about the Charlamagne the God thing. Tasha K been all over him.
Really? He's on the front cover of Scale, the magazine. He's just on the front cover.
When he was younger, he was allegedly had date raped a girl or something.
You said that's coming back.
And
that accusations are coming
the
back.
lady who was supposedly or allegedly that he did or whatever, she's suing his boss, iHeartRadio, saying that they're continuing to cover for him and keep him on air, even though that so that was the latest with them.
Wow.
That's what Tasha K was talking about.
Okay, don't be a
I didn't really talk about it
the other day yourself.
I didn't really talk about it because I want to hear more news about it before we say something about it.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe to Twitch because we're going to start doing. We kind of did that today when we was talking about Derek Jackson and about our opinion on should you be married for a long time or not be married to give advice or something. That's something we would do on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Where everybody get their opinion. You guys will sign in,
like what you think,
and then we bring y'all online.
You think his opportunity to be a guru again?
Yeah,
is messed up?
Or parenting questions, relationship questions, religion, things like that. Where we go off on a tangent here, we'll do that on Twitch.
Okay.
So sign up for Twitch. Make sure y'all sign up for Twitch, and then also subscribe to our new channel. Woods relax.
I heard a fan
sounds.
last night.
I was going to ask you, did you hear us fan last night?
Yep, I signed on to one.
All right. Even if I try to put stupid stuff in there, birds chirping.
I don't know about other noises.
I did jellyfish.
What? Bloop, bloop, bloop. How does that sound?
I did jellyfish. Yeah. Some people go to sleep with that. Dolphins. I did dolphins.
I tried to and I can't.
I uploaded city sounds.
I don't
Some
like
people
that.
who live in the city and they move in the country, they still have that city sound.
Little horns here and there.
You know what? I'm going to find a country sound. That's what I need.
Crickets?
Country sound. That's what I'll upload now. All right, y'all. You can tell nobody got nothing to do when we start doing other channels like this.
More water.
I did a lot of water.
Oh, okay.
I did a stream. I did rain. I did thunder. I did rain on a tent. If y'all have any sounds, let us know that people sleep or relax.
Funny sounds too, like farting.
No, this is relax. It's relax or study. Why would you go to sleep with people farting?
I thought you were just doing sounds.
It's relax and
relaxing
sleeping
sounds.
or studying.
Snoring? What about snoring?
That's not a bad one. Because you could be in a hotel room and you could be away from your partner and that you so used to hearing snoring. Write that down. Snoring and what did I say? Country. Snoring and country sounds. If y'all come up with anyone, Emerald says try a train. A train. Write that down. So as we come on, y'all tell us sounds. We'll put them on there. A train. I'm going to look for a train too. In the distance. Okay, that's a good one. Train, country sound. What did we say? Snoring. Okay. All right, y'all. So don't forget, always believe. Like, share, and subscribe. And that was another Woods Report. See you later.